Hey everybody, it's MangaReads and I'll be doing my One Piece manga chapter 869 review right now. I really love this chapter because there are a few things that happen in it that will be really important to the end of the story. And it proved a few of my predictions right. If you'd like to look at my predictions for the assassination plot, then you can watch that video down in the description, or at the end there'll be a card that pops up. Because you see what happened, one of the things that I don't want to overlook is the fact that one of Big Mom's guests tried to steal the contents of the Tamate Bako. His name's Dufeld, I believe. And what happened was that when he tried to steal it, there was an explosion because Capone had shot at Big Mom and had his shot blocked. And the box fell off the plateau where they were having the wedding. And this is important for me because up until this point, I wasn't exactly sure of how the Tamate Bako box was gonna get into play here. So you know what happened after I see that it fell off the plateau, I have a really good idea of what's going to happen. But I won't get into that just as yet. I'll actually make a theory on that because we don't have a chapter next week and I'll have time to think about everything that happened here and put together some theories because I have a few. Another thing that's important that happened was that you have to realize that at the point when everybody was like, oh shit, let's get to the big father, our fortress of refuge, everybody was running for their lives. And during all this, Luffy was just there being amazed at the big father and what had happened. And you know, it speaks volumes to his character because you know, he's in the middle of hell right now and he doesn't care. He's just chilling, he's alright. And the next thing that happened was that we have to look at the chain. We see that Big Mom is screaming and everybody is trying to get away. At that point, Katakuri took the lead and he started to make mochi earplugs for everyone. And when he made the mochi earplugs, it allowed everybody to move as well. So the only person immobilized at this point was Big Mom, right? And then while they were heading to get into the Big Father, the siblings just straight up swooped in and caught Nami, Chopper, and Kara. And at this point, I'm like, oh shit, Luffy, gear forth, get in, save those guys, we need you. And the very next page that I turn to, I see the Smokes and Sanji. I see Sanji looking down at Judge because he's still on the table and he's like, get your bitch ass over there. And Judge is looking like Judge realizes his mistakes for how he treated Sanji growing up, right? Because that dud, as he called him, came back to save him. And then instead of going to save themselves in the big father, what I see happen, and I'm really happy about. Remember, Judge never gave them any orders. But Ichiji, Niji, Reiju, and Yonji, they put on the red suits. And it's worth noting that when they put on the red suits, they never actually put it over the clothes as some sort of an armor. No, what they did was they took their clothes off. Yes, there's a very small panel where they took their clothes off before they put the red suits on. So it's not really an armor per se, but it's really a suit armor. So they wear it because, it's not important right now. So they put on the red suits and Ichiji straight up goes for Daifuku. And he one shots him, like it punches him one time and his pupil is gone, his eye is fully white. And he's out of it. And you see the caption Spartan Red. The same thing you see for Niji when he goes for Oven, Dengeki Blue. You see the same thing for Yonji, Wench Green. And when Reiju goes for Smoothie, oh gosh, that one part was like my favorite part of this chapter. Never mind the badassery of the Smoke standing in the fire because they're just chilling in the fire. You can see it on screen right now. They're in the fire. They're just chilling. They have no care for what's happening around them. They look epic as fuck. This was like one of the best panels of the Smoke, the entire arc, including in the anime, because you know the anime has introduced them already. But I really love this panel. And what happened was that Reiju just swoops in and saves Nami from Thick Tie's Smoothie. Like, Lady Smoothie is strong, no doubt about it. She's probably third in command in a Yonko's crew, so you know, she's up there with the best of the best. She's one of the greats right here. And Reiju swoops in and kicks her so powerful, so strongly, that she has to let go of Nami. She blocks with one hand, mind you, but she has to let go of Nami. And when Nami is about to fall, Sanji swoops in, like the prince he is, and saves her. And there's a smile between them, like they understand what's happening, and there's a sense of romance going on there. Even in the midst of fight, they have time for romance. Kudos to them, and I'm very happy for that because in the very next panel, you can see who I assume, and I'm pretty sure is Puddin, and most of you will agree to this. Puddin is there, and she seems a bit phased by what happened. And I'm thinking that there's an underlying theme in this entire arc, so there might be a question as to whether Puddin is evil or not, and whether she really did hate Sanjay. I mean, I think she did, but now is not the time for that. There will be videos on that in the future, so let's not get hung up on that. So what happened was that after they saved the Straw Hats, Judge was like, let's get to the big father, and they get in. But at that point, you have to notice that the only thing that they never needed to destroy the cake and all that. The only reason why they did all that stuff was to get Big Mom to scream so her defenses were down. So she's still there for the kill. The launchers might be down, but she's still penetrable. And Capone straight up goes for the kill. Like he tries to shoot Big Mom, and Pero Spero blocks it with his candy wall. And not only that, he captures Big Father's legs and arms, so you can't move, and you can't move your arms. And Katakuri, being the new sensei, is like uses his mochi ability to block all the cannons. So Big Father can't move. Big Father can't move his arms, and Big Father can't use his cannons. I know that Capone can open some sort of a door inside of him and shoot, but given that Katakuri is out there and Smoothie and all those powerful guys, I'm just certain that the moment they open a door to do anything like that, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna get shot. So, there isn't much of an option right now. And that's what Capone is saying to them, because while they're inside Big Father, Luffy and Choco, they're just amazed at what's happening. They're like, Capone, it's amazing you can do this. And like, Capone is like, nigga, we're in hell right now. And he's saying that, you know what happened? I am Big Father, so the moment I go down, you all are getting out. So it's kind of good to know that they won't be trapped in Capone forever if Capone dies. But still, they'll be in hell, right? And the only person who shows some level of concern is Jinbei. Jinbei was like, so what now? And nobody else cares. That the Vince Smoke, as you might notice, is the one corner, and Judge is looking at his spear. Ichiji is there cool as shit. Like, he's always cool. Like, he's just leaning against the wall, no care in the world. I don't remember seeing Nami and Carrot. But Luffy and Chopper, they're amazed at what's happening. And Brook, he's been winning the entire chapter, so you know what? Nobody cares. All the people who are faced by this is the actual alliance. And you know what's happening right here? It speaks volumes to the shit they've been through. It speaks volume because remember, they've been through hell so many times, like being in the face of a Yonko who is regarded as like one of the top tier people in the entire One Piece verse, until we've been notified elsewhere. Because we still have the Gorosei, and I think they're among top in the Marines. But they've been through hell for so many times, for so many experiences in hell, that they don't really look phased from. They don't seem worried. I mean, the situation is dire. Because the moment Capone starts explaining to the guys, like, you know what? The moment I go down, you go down. He starts bleeding and he falls on the ground. They're like, yo, what the hell? What's up? And he's saying that, come on, Big Mom's up. And something really important happens here. Because Big Mom punches at Capone, right? And at 5 years old, that punch was strong enough, unintentionally, while she was withholding her strength, a spank, as it might be called, killed a bear and Elbaf. And she punched full strength, because I know she's trying to kill Capone. Mind you, she never used hockey. And Capone didn't die. So I'm thinking that maybe Big Father's defense, because of its size, when you punch it, like, it's not really a powerful punch. Because remember, when you fire a cannonball from Capone, it is small until it goes out of a certain area around Capone, like a field of some sort, and then it gets big. So I'm thinking that either two things. Either the punch goes through that force field and also gets small and the force is minimized as well, or the Big Father's defense is really that impregnable. But either way, shit is going down. We don't have a chapter next week, but I want you guys to subscribe because I have a few good theories that's going to be coming out soon. I have a really good idea of where this chapter is going, no doubt about it. If you want to get some ideas before I make those theories, you can click the link in the description, or there's a card popping up somewhere about here that will show you my assassination plot prediction. Not all things have come true because what I've done is not just the chapter for today, but chapters going forward where I think this will go. And now that I've seen it a Matebako, I have a really good idea of how it's going to get into play. So you know what? I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you did, comment and subscribe for more. I would appreciate even more. Thank you guys.